I saw a photo of somebody of a RuneScape content creator who had to tablet out as his wife was on the delivery bed.
Jesus.
Like fucking training thieving or something.
Jesus Christ.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 115 of Ignore the Backlog. My name is TheRealPortz, and EvilSpaceBunny is here. Bunny?
Hi.
I'm speedrunning this intro.
Why are we speedrunning?
Well, because it's, you know, the cool kids are doing it.
Oh, all the cool fucking kids are doing
all the
it, huh?
slick kids that I know speedrun.
Squeaks?
Squeaks is the
he's
only
slick?
one I know. He's the only one I know that speedruns.
You
I
think
mean, I've
he's
heard
slick?
of other speedrunners, and I see all those IGN videos that I don't click on, and I'm not subscribed to IGN, where it's like, the developers react to their game. What possible fucking reaction? You know what? I'm going to fucking make a video that's just me reacting to every speedrun, so you can just swap it in and out. Like, it doesn't even fucking matter what the game of the speedrun is. Like, I'm the developer. Wow, I didn't know you could do this. That's very cool.
Crazy.
They know the game better than I do. Like,
wow.
you can just fucking swap out the goddamn dialogue.
Oh, he's missing
And it
all
doesn't
the
matter.
content.
But people will watch it because it has their favorite fucking game in the title.
Content.
Yeah.
Missing
Man.
the content.
I can't wait to sell out, but also I hate everyone who has.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Squeaks, I don't know if you saw his Twitters and stuff like that. He had made a promise to his community that he would get a PB below 49 in 70 star.
Yeah.
I know I'm just saying a bunch of things to you right now because you don't know what that means, but...
No, I do. Personal best. Mm-hmm.
Personal best.
I've been in his stream. I know what this is. Yeah.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah, he fucking
He was at
failed.
53 or something, right? Something
Yeah,
like
he was very far from it.
Right.
And, he was forced to twirl on stream, and so that's the running gag. It was pretty good. I was there.
That's
I
good.
watched him twirl.
Oh, very good. This is the Squeaks Fan Club podcast. Welcome in, everybody. We're only using his name for clout, so if you don't tweet this at him, then this was all for nothing. So
It was all for nothing. Maybe I'll make this the fucking skit.
We really need to market it to his
simp even
Mario
harder.
audience. So
Do you think those fucking spazzes want to hang out with us? I don't know.
I mean, if they can find things to make fun of with Squeaks, they're gonna rip us to shreds. I'd rather
Oh my
they
god,
stay
we would
away.
literally cry.
I swore to myself, like,
Fully.
I love being in Squeaks' chat, but I there's no fucking way I would ever let 120 people treat me that way. No fucking way. Anyway.
No fucking way. Fair enough.
Funny.
Speaking of...
Did we do our own things this week?
I don't know. Did you? I did.
I did. Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to go first?
Trying to. Yeah. I'll go first because you asked me to, and I'm your friend, and I'll comply. You know.
Good. I'm glad we're not in a hostile situation.
Yeah. There's no gun to my head or anything. Don't check. So I beat a game in 2022.
Oh, okay.
Called Mafia Definitive Edition.
Oh, really?
That game's
How'd
over.
you like it? Yep.
I loved it, but it was the exact right length, even though the story pacing was a fucking nightmare at the end.
Yeah.
And it was only like 12 hours long, and it's like a big AAA thing. But I'm good with it. I like that. I think that is a sweet spot for game length for me. That's not like a CRPG or like an amazing RPG like Witcher.
12 hours. Fair enough.
Yeah. Yeah. That game. Oh, you know, I made a realization about this game. I think it's a fucking survival horror game.
Mafia?
Yes.
How?
Here's how. You might look at it, see screenshots, you're like, I'm not seeing much horror. But the horror part is you're a taxi driver who got swept up in this crime life that you're not very good at. And it shows in the gameplay, which is where the survival part comes in, because you die in like 3 or 4 shots and your ammo is always out. Like, you're always fucking running out of ammo. you have to leave cover, the safety area where you don't get shot, to go pick up more ammo. And you just die super easily. And to go back to the horror part, you have like halfway through the game or something, they super focus on like your wife and shit like that, and like all of a sudden your character's like really like sweating being in this life. He's like, oh my god, she'll leave me if I go to jail, I'll die and leave her alone with my baby, like all that shit. That's the horror part. I mean, just fucking imagine for a second being in the fucking Mafia where you can't leave. It's good money, sure, but like you have to look over your back, all this, that kind. That's the horror part. It's a survival horror game. Fucking prove me wrong.
Okay, I can respect that. I can definitely respect that.
Every mission, I was running out of ammo, like sweating my balls off, like because the checkpoints are not generous. There were whole fucking sections I had to do. Yeah. If you just turn the gamma way down, it's super survival horror. Worse than Returnal. Okay. Jesus Christ. Anyway, very good game. I fucking love the shit out of it.
And that's more like a remake of the first one, yeah?
Yeah, maybe
some changes. Like,
I'll watch a video on the first one. Like someone's done like a comparison of the two. Maybe I'll do that so I know.
Okay.
Because I don't know. I'm just assuming based on 15-year-old memories of seeing the game for an hour.
Yeah.
So I don't exactly know what they changed, but it seems like a fucking lot.
Okay, it's like Black Mesa compared to Half-Life 1 sort of thing, maybe?
Not that far, I don't think. But very close on like a production value. It goes even further than that because it is like a AAA game today. Like,
okay.
Yeah, it's very good looking. Looks better than fucking Mafia 2, which came out in like 2012 or whatever.
That was 10 years ago. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's a long time, but it's double the length from Mafia 1. It looks better than I mean, can I compare it to a game recently?
Cyberpunk.
It looks better than Mafia 3, I think.
Okay.
Which came out in 2018 or something like that. So
4 years ago.
It's I wouldn't say it's like as good as like Red Dead 2, obviously. But still very good. It's got the RTX bullshit. Anyway. I also, speaking of pretty games, booted up a game and just bought a game called Bright Memory Infinite.
Ooh, okay. What is
now, the
this
only
about?
reason I bought this game... What's that?
What is this game about? Sorry.
Yeah, so the only reason I bought this game is because the Steam Award things were happening and you vote on your, games and all that shit.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Now, the best visuals, like no game I played was on that list. So I was like, I have to fucking fix that. Because I have a powerful machine that can make games look good.
Yeah.
So I bought this game, right? The reviews are very positive.
Uh-huh.
I'm looking at it, and I'm like, yeah, the screenshots and all the surfaces are really reflecting. There's some rain. They're obviously doing, like, the Forza trick, where you just put some fucking rain on, rock, concrete, or whatever. It looks good. That's what they did, in my opinion. I mean, there's definitely great things about it. Visually, there's good things about it.
Visually.
Now, I want to say every single fucking review I saw on Steam is telling you half the story. And the half that they're honest about is one guy made this game, and it's very impressive that one guy made the game. Super, super impressive. Now, I don't judge games based on how many fucking people worked on the game. Otherwise, Ubisoft would always get a fucking 1 out of 10 because 800 people fucking develop all those games.
They have too many cooks, yeah.
I just base it on how fun is the game.
And
this game is not fun.
Oh,
it's not fucking fun. Nor is it one of the best looking games of the year. Unless you factor in one guy made it. Then yes, it's like the most impressive thing ever. But who gives a shit? I mean, on a personal level, good for that guy. But when you're comparing it to all the other games that come out, you got to be a little more realistic than that.
Yeah.
The only good thing about the visuals is he ignored every other aspect of the game to focus on this. And while it does look good in some parts where he like uploaded like a very fucking 16K resolution of a leaf and copied it 18 million times, that's cool. But also, you can't interact with the environment at all. Grass, when you walk through it, doesn't react to you. Fucking shooting the wall and shit, no bullet tracings.
No. Okay.
It feels like you're walking through an impenetrable fucking dollhouse. Like it's insane. I'm surprised that some angry person didn't get this review bombed or something. Like the false advertisement of all the screenshots and the videos, it's fucking terrible. I mean, the screenshots and videos are what they are, but all the people reviewing the game, like, it just doesn't, it's ignoring, like, yes, this looks good in a screenshot, but if you try to play at all, if you try to do any gameplay, it all falls apart because you're looking at fucking leaves that don't really exist in the same reality as your character because you can't interact with them, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, no, fair.
Yeah, I was very let down by that. And in fact, I'm probably just going to save this for a B tier Wednesday.
I would definitely compare this to a B tier game. Once I pulled it up on Steam, I have actually heard about this, and yeah, that was the big deal, was that one guy did this entire game by himself.
Again, I don't want to take anything away from that guy at all, except the part where his game is in conversation with all the other games where lots of people worked on them, because that's how video games are made.
Yeah.
And, like, this is just a gimmick. The visuals are a gimmick. Like, that's the thing that bothers me so much. Like, all he decided to do was trick a bunch of people into thinking that it was so impressive that he did this. Because all he did was spend his time doing that. Like, if it had the ingenuity of, like, what was that fucking Fez? Do you remember Fez from Phil Fish?
Yeah.
If it had the ingenuity of that and it was, like, one of the best looking games, that would be insane. Because that game was made by one guy.
Yeah.
And it looks like a fucking, looks like an artsy little indie game. Because that's what it is. This game plays like ass. And it's just like this drapery that's lying to you. That's all he focused his time on. It just doesn't make a good user experience. That's why I'm so salty. So yes, I do want to take something from this guy, apparently, after all.
Okay.
Go make a better game. Also, he's released the same game twice under different names. I mean, they're not the same game. There's some upgrades to shit, but he sold it for like another,
Yeah, no, I know.
amount of money. Which is, whatever. His prerogative. Whatever. I don't care. Who even brought this up? It wasn't me.
Okay, what else did you play?
Okay. Speaking of B tier, I played 2 games last Wednesday. Bring it back.
Yeah.
Gladiator Sword of Vengeance for the PS2. It was also released on PC by this weird company that now owns a bunch of IPs from back then. That's like re-releasing shit.
Night Dive. It's the fuck. Anyway, continue.
That might be it. So Gladiator Sword of Vengeance is, a PS2 game. They're not doing anything except making it run on modern systems, which for me, more than enough. I'm happy that it exists, and I can play it, not have to emulate fucking PS2s. So yeah, I think this game would be pretty fucking rad if the year were 2003 and your parents were fighting. So you turn this baby on, and the sound of rage might actually send your parents into a It Takes Two style adventure to stay together. I think that's the purpose of this game.
Okay.
So if you're young and your parents are fighting, try playing this game and make sure they can hear you. Other than that, I don't think that there's any reason to play it. The opening was so cool, and they give you a little power fantasy of being a gladiator, and then they rip it from you spectacularly.
Of course they do.
Yeah, they kick your ass, and then some.
I fucking hate that shit.
Yeah, but it's kind of how it had to be on the PS2. It's like you had 4 games. Like, you might as well have to master it in order to beat it,
I'm trying to think of, like, the PlayStation 2 era. I mostly played horror games during that period of my life, so like Fatal Frame.
Did you ever play Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance?
I did.
That game's coming to PC this year.
Is it? Okay.
And I'm a little worried about it because I have great memories of that game.
Yeah.
And I didn't even play it that long ago. Like, it was probably like 10 years for me, which is well beyond the PS2's life stage. So I don't know. Was I more forgiving even then? I don't know.
Yeah.
But I want to play it.
I tried playing Baldur's Gate not too long ago, like the original enhanced edition, and
oh, that game is a truck to get through. Holy shit!
I couldn't do it.
The only way, and you might remember this from me talking about it on the podcast. I just turned on cheats, and yeah, I turned on cheats to.
Yeah, I don't know
try
how
to get through it, and even then I couldn't do it. But I think it's mostly because of my unwillingness to read a lot. Because it's like half voiced, kind of like Tyranny, which is the example I have recently where I want to play that game so badly, but every time I have to read, I look at my other monitor. I'm like, what else could I do?
Yeah, what else could I be doing right now? I am the same fucking way, and I hate it.
There's not enough dopamine going on, you know what I'm saying?
Give me that dopamine straight to my fucking brain.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Gladiator. And what was the other B-tier game that you played?
Oh, yeah. So once I rage quit that game, I slid on to a game called ShadowSide, which is a very... By the way, to find these games, I spent 3 hours combing through Steam. Because Steam does not have a good way to sort by my criteria, which is made up and sort of subjective.
Yeah.
So really all I want is list games between these years and only show me the ones that have mixed reviews. There's no way to do that on Steam, which I thought was crazy. So I had to go to all games and just scroll to the year that I wanted, because you can order them by year.
Yeah.
You can't show only a specific year or a set of years. So I had to scroll through this entire fucking thing just to get down to 2016 or something, because these kind of games they're flooded out now. They're just fucking flooded out. Either they're not releasing or Steam doesn't have them, or I mean. The middle tier of game it kind of died with the 360, to be honest.
Yeah.
Although some indie games, so ShadowSide, the game I'm trying to talk about, is an indie game, made by a couple people. This is kind of what took the place, although it goes lower than B in a lot of cases, which is fine mostly. It's an indie. Well, it sort of feels like an indie walking sim with a horror theme.
Okay.
Until it starts to try to be like Amnesia, and it doesn't quite know how to pull any of those things together.
Yeah.
But by God, will they try? And I think I'm gonna beat this game.
Okay.
Because I think it's got interesting stuff. There's some wacky shit that I'm in for, to stop you from going to certain sections of the map. In this first area, you're at a gas station. This is middle of nowhere. The whole premise is you're this cop, lone cop watching over this tiny town where nothing ever happens.
Yeah.
And then shit starts to happen.
Crazy shit.
So
obviously.
You start outside this gas station and you can walk anywhere. Right? Super cool. But if you walk toward the road, you instantly get run over by where there was no traffic before at all. Just a car goes 120 miles per hour, just murders the shit out of you. Which I thought was fucking hilarious. Also kind of scary because it was so loud. And they keep you in first person, so you're looking at this thing murdering you. It's scary.
Right.
There's another part where you are walking through this warehouse and you're like up in these like ducts like above it or something. Mm-hmm. And there's like this hole you can literally plunge yourself into. And I thought, oh, this is like another way to like fail, right? Like the road. No, you throw yourself down there. And I thought, oh, okay, maybe there's going to be water down here. You just snap your fucking arm.
Oh, God.
You land straight on your fucking arm. And then your character gets up and you walk around for a little bit until it prompts you to snap your arm back in place. And you just fucking keep going.
You like dislocate your arm and then you're just like, just walk it off, walk it off,
yeah.
walk it off.
Dislocate by like in the middle, by the way, not like your shoulder.
Ugh.
Like if this was a real situation, your bones would be showing for sure. It was like a 30-foot fucking drop.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah. So there's some quality beats here from ShadowSide there. That's all I got. Those are my games this week.
Yeah.
What do you got?
Hey, that's pretty great. So I did play a few games this week. I actually played quite a few games, and I beat one as well. Actually, technically I beat two, but one of them was last year. So I finally finished Aragnis, which is that creepy fucking PlayStation 1 inspired spider game.
Oh yeah.
I knew there was gonna be a Conti to continue at the end, so I was kind of like savoring it, I guess. So there's gonna be more episodes that come out soon for the rest of the game, and I'm really excited for it because I fucking love the aesthetic of that game. I can't get over it. It's so fucking good, and also the creepy music and the environment. It's just great. It's great. I fucking love that game, except that made me more afraid of spiders than I already am.
Yeah.
There's just times where you're like having a great time and then you just get fucking got, and it's just like, oh, and then you scream and you cry and you throw everything, and it's the worst. So beat that. Then I couldn't wait to beat Death's Door. So I started playing this last Sunday, and I was gonna play it again this Sunday, but I couldn't stop.
Went off and did it. Huh?
I couldn't stop. I even apologized to chat. I'm like, I love that game so fucking much. There's more for me to do, and I beat the main boss and I beat the main story, but there's a bunch of other little things that I can continue to do, which I fucking might continue to do. But it is so fucking satisfying to beat that game after the boss and the final boss, and just like it was great. It was 10 out of 10. I fucking really adore that game. There's also like, so it's about death obviously, and you're like a reaper of souls, but there's like this nice humor about it that makes it not so serious, and it's just muy bueno.
So
I beat that.
A bird.
Yeah. Yeah, you're a little crow. You're a little crow. You're the reaper. Well, then eventually, well, I don't want to spoil that, but yeah, it's good. It's a good ending. So after that, I played Death's Trash, which is a game you gifted me. Thank you, by the way.
No problem. Picked it at random.
Picked it at random. I fucking love that game.
No, I mean, I played the demo, and I thought it was really cool. So,
yeah.
And I know you were talking about wanting to play it too, so.
Yeah, it's great.
And you held me captive by buying me a game first.
It's true.
Which I literally forget the name of.
Lost in Vivo.
Yep, that one.
You better play Lost in Vivo. I think you'll actually like Lost in Vivo because it's supposed to look like a shitty PlayStation 1 game, and it plays like a shitty Well, it doesn't play like a shitty PlayStation 1. It plays pretty good, but it's good. No. Anyway, play fucking Lost in Vivo.
I will.
But anyway, so Death Trash.
Maybe next year. My docket's getting a little full this year.
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
I already have that beautiful end game, or whatever the fuck it's called. What's it called?
The Beginner's Guide? That game?
Yeah.
Yeah. But so Death Trash, I loved it. It's fucking like hilarious humor, puking, vomiting, and eating mysterious meat that just grows out of the ground. Love it. Also, the artwork, pixel art, is really fucking well done, especially like the characters and the flesh kraken and the like background scenery. It's just I fucking cannot get over pixel art. I just can't. It's so goddamn beautiful to me.
Good pixel art, yeah.
So then after that, Aaron and Melon and I tried Escape Simulator. We are fucking idiots. That's the only way to put ourselves.
Have you done a real escape room?
I have never done a real escape room. I've always wanted to do a real escape room because I love it.
I was gonna ask, have any of them? Because I want to know, is that game like doing a real one?
I mean, I would assume so, sort of. Minus, like, you know, you're not trapped in a pyramid or on a space station because they're all like themed. Yeah. And you go to the next room, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah. But yeah, we felt like fucking stupid potato heads. There was like one we were doing in Egypt, and like Melon went crazy and broke all the pots, and he didn't realize that there was a clue in one of the pots, so he was just throwing them across the room. And so we were like waiting for trying to find this fucking thing. And so like we used up all the hints and we're like, where the fuck is it? And Melon's like, oh, I bet you it was in one of these pots. And then sure enough, it fucking was. And then we left the room and we're like, God, we're fucking so stupid.
This like gives me so much anxiety just hearing that story, because when I played Soma, you start in that apartment.
Yeah.
Looking for like medicine or some shit, which apparently is randomly generated where it is.
Yes.
I spent 45 fucking minutes tearing that apartment to pieces looking for it.
I think that's
to the point where I was just tossing shit back and forth. And then I was like, you know what? I'm doing this wrong because I don't have a designated pile.
I don't have a pile of shit to throw into
everything into one corner of his apartment.
Oh, no.
And I still couldn't fucking find it. And then eventually I was like, oh, these cabinets open.
Oh, my fucking God. Way to go.
Yeah.
Way to fucking go. But yeah, we felt like big fucking idiots after playing that game. I don't think Aaron will ever play a puzzle game on stream again after that experience. I think we traumatized him. And Melon was just... being Melon.
I sympathize.
I mean,
empathize. Holy shit.
Yeah, I know you don't like puzzle games, and Aaron doesn't like to play puzzle games on stream, because he gets unless chat is constantly holding his hand. But yeah. And I was trying to hold their hands, but they were like fucking screaming at each other, and I was actually the calm one for once. I don't think I got like yelly like I normally do. Which is kind of weird. I was the mom.
Would you play it again?
I would, but I don't think they will. So I need somebody else to fucking play with me.
It's not gonna be me. So good luck.
Fair enough. You'll just hold me back. It's fine.
I would for sure, on purpose too.
Yeah, you'll fucking hide the onk in your pants, and then I can't get your inventory and.
Right, the one place you'll never go.
Oh God, I don't ever want to go. No, thank you.
That's why it's the perfect hiding place.
I fucking hate you. Anyway.
Talk about something else.
Let's fucking talk about the news while I think about vomiting right now. Anyway. China.
Exists.
Well, okay, so over Christmas, this is kind of like old news but new news, because it got updated recently, and we didn't talk about the news last week on the podcast. Also, happy fucking New Year, everyone, by the way.
Oh, yeah, shit.
30 minutes into the podcast.
What's up? How you doing?
Happy fucking New Year.
You sound the same. You listen the same. You bastards.
You bastards. You bastards.
The whole thing's exactly the same.
Exactly. So.
It's almost like turning the numbers doesn't really matter.
Oh, God, you're right. So there was reports on December 24th that China wasn't able to access their version of Steam. And as you guys may know, I think it was implemented either last year or maybe the year before, but basically China has their own version of Steam, which instead of the like 10,000 games that is on Steam. Now they have only access to like 103. But
Jesus.
Yeah, could you imagine?
It'd feel a lot more like that PS2 era. Let me tell you. I'd get to know a lot of games, I'd get to know a couple games very well. Although I guess not that well, because there'd be a curfew on them or whatever.
Well, I mean, you're not 18s, or you're over 18, so you don't have that curfew.
Oh, true.
I don't think.
True. Yeah. Okay.
But anyway, so it ended up being a false alarm. There was like rumors going around that they were banning Steam and it wasn't going to happen anymore, and like Steam was gone. But it turns out to be a DNS attack on the Steam servers themselves. And a similar hack actually happened a few years ago around the same time, which coincided with the Steam annual winter sale for whatever fucking reason. And China wasn't also able to access their
weird.
Fucking stuff, which is really fucking weird. Like,
there's only 3 games on sale though, so
yeah, out of those 103. But anyway, the thing is, like, nobody's talking about this anymore. Like, it's like past and it's gone, and nobody's taking
so everyone
credit.
just reported, oh my god, the Steam doesn't exist there or whatever. It got taken down, and then no one got the update to it.
Yeah, kind of. So, like, once there's like, oh, it was just a DNS attack, they still have access to Dota and all this other stupid ass shit. But, like, nobody's taking credit for the DNS attack, which is really weird, because normally when hackers do stupid shit like that, they're like, we got you. And Steam's not even talking about it.
You know?
I guess so. Mostly for bragging rights.
Yeah.
Mostly for bragging rights.
It's like being a serial killer, you know? You want someone to notice. Otherwise, it doesn't count.
Christ. Jesus fucking Christ. Anyway.
Well, it's true, though. I mean, there's no other fucking reason to do it.
Okay. Fucking.
I'm not saying you should do it. I'm not endorsing them. I'm just saying. Psychologically, those people want some fucking attention.
Fabian, blink twice if you need help. No, you're right.
I happen to love attention. I'm just.
And you hated animals for the longest time. I'm just worried. I'm just saying. You're
I never hurt any of them except when I was
younger.
Did you? Under the tutelage of my older brother.
Did you hit your head?
Slingshot.
Did you hit your head?
What?
Did you ever hit your head as a child?
Oh yeah.
Like
sure.
a bad bad head injury?
Well, I don't think my brain was injured, although we didn't really investigate that part. A lampshade fell on my head, like from one of those central room lamps, like overhead lights.
Yeah.
And it was heavy as fuck. It fell on my head. I don't have any memory of it. Apparently, I acted fine, like everything was fine, except there was blood running down my face. And my whole family was freaking out. I remember that part, like everyone just freaking out and being around me. I was like, well, relax. And then I remember seeing pictures of it after, but that's all I remember.
So you're clicking off all the boxes, and I'm worried about you. Anyway, so continuing on with this.
What are we talking about?
China.
Oh.
And so after the whole Steam scare and stuff like that, there's been more and more reports on basically what's happening over there. And it's basically a horrible time to be a video game developer there right now. According to their National Press and Publication Administration, they haven't issued any new licensing to any game developers since July of 2021. So it's been over 6 months since anybody's gotten a license to start working on an IP or anything. And it's been reported that a number of local firms have been forced to exit the business, and some of the larger players are now starting to look into moving their operations overseas, like actually leaving China altogether. And they haven't said, like, they kept this, like, hush-hush on who's thinking about, like, fucking bailing, because it's China and they're kind of weird. But also the NPPA, they also have been super tight-lipped on why they decided to suddenly stop issuing licensing to video games specifically. Like, they're still obviously doing other things like movies and TVs and stuff like that, but just not video game development. So and like, as an outside perspective, like, we could talk about this shit obviously, but it's not hard to put 2 and 2 together with China publicly going after the gaming industry as it is in the country. It's going to be interesting to see what some of their big hitters like Tencent and like NetEase, who does mostly mobile games, and then Hui is another gaming company that also does mobile games and a few other games in their country, but also they have a huge streaming service. It's not their biggest one, but like streaming's been always big in China for like well over 10 years.
Right.
Actually longer than Twitch, but yeah.
Do they have no national pride when one of their esports teams like wins a big tournament? Like,
yeah, it's yeah, it is a little weird because like they have like, and
it's like one of the spaces they're best known for,
right?
Like, well, I guess my view is skewed because I'm a gamer, but yeah, I don't know. They got talented kids over there. Let them do stuff.
Yeah, it's not just like the esports things, but also like they also are the only country that also does give like awards to gamers. I forgot what that fucking, it's like their Asian sports thing. It's not the Olympics. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We talked about that before. Yeah.
Yeah, we did talk about this before. So you could win a gold medal technically over in Asia. So it's a part of China, India, and like a few other of the Asian countries over there. I think Korea is also a part of it as well.
Tell you what, China's winning the gold medal of making gamers unhappy. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, honestly, and it's going to be interesting because, like, Riot is such a huge advocate for trying to get esports into the Olympics, and then now to, like, possibly have it, like, smashed and snatched away. It'll be kind of interesting. Also sad.
Yeah.
Do you think Tencent and, like, the other companies will try to leave China?
Yeah, I mean, 100%, and they will with whatever amount of the company they're allowed to leave with, even if it does not include the name or some of the IPs.
Yeah.
I'm sure, yeah. What I know about business people is they like money. So if you're going to stop them making money, they're going to, stop you stopping them.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Like, we already know.
I didn't go to business school or anything, but that's my read on it.
That's your read on it? That business people like money? Interesting.
Business people like money, yeah. Although my read on Jeff Bezos lately is he likes being retired. That motherfucker's out there like fucking Pitbull.
Going to the fucking space and then just all over the place. Yep. Yelling at Leonardo DiCaprio. That's my favorite fucking
Certain
tweet.
Celebrity beef. See, he's turning into a fucking Kardashian or something.
Oh my god,
crazy.
The Bezos show. Could you fucking imagine?
God, everyone would watch it too. Holy shit!
I think I would have to watch it just because it would be so weird.
Morbid curiosity.
So fucking weird. It would be just like him eating ice cream.
This cultural event, like you have to.
Eating ice cream and like staring in a fucking
I would do that for anyone that's big in the game industry if there was some show made about them, you know? Except someone who's in on the joke, like Adam Sessler or something. I wouldn't watch anything from him because it's like he's doing it.
It would be a gimmick. It would be a bit. Funny. It would be a bit. Yeah.
Yeah. Which is fine. Those are fun for a second, but I want someone who literally thinks they're above everybody else. I want a Todd Howard show. Is what
I got one. No, I got even better. How about Hideo Kojima?
Oh yes, yeah, I would absolutely watch that. And I don't normally watch things with subtitles.
He speaks. The funny thing is, he does know English, and he has spoken English. It's not very well, but like he has done interviews.
The show would have to be subbed, right?
It would have to be subbed, but yeah. Absolutely. Speaking of Kojima, he's actually talking about a brand new project, but nobody knows what the fuck it is.
Oh.
So at the beginning of the year...
I bet it's not Silent Hill.
It's not Silent Hill. They confirmed that it wasn't.
No, I know. I'm just... Every time people think it's Silent Hill, it's never that, okay? Never.
Never. Never that.
Get it through your fucking heads.
It's never gonna be Silent Hill. It's dead. It's a dead game. Just let it go. Even though it's really fucking hard to. But so Kojima,
China may have killed gaming, or they're about to.
Yeah, in their
country. But Japan, one company, killed Silent Hill, and people are more upset about that one franchise.
Well, we might get into somebody else killing their fucking own company in a little bit here. But let's... so Kojima, he announced on Twitter he's starting this brand new project. He called it a radical project, which is fucking hilarious that he would bring back that 80s term that's now 40 years old. But...
he called Death Stranding a new type of game that is now called a Stranding game, by the way. Like, it's a new genre. And now... we're going to find out it's radical in that it's not a Stranding game?
Like, it's not going to be a Stranding game. I bet you it's not.
Is anyone else working on a Stranding game? I want to know what the next Stranding game is going to be. Well, and is it going to be good? Unlike the first Stranding game. The first start of something is always kind of rough.
But yeah. Look at
you can iterate on it and make it good. I think there's potential in Stranding. People like on an island or something. I don't know. I don't know what it means exactly, but I'm excited to see where it goes.
The colonization of lepers in Hawaii, we could call that a Stranding game.
Yeah, there's like strands of COVID. Like maybe it's a COVID game. I don't know.
Shit.
I have no idea.
Oh my fucking god, yes. Anyway, but the thing is, I don't think this is a game. He's talked about investing a video team.
Fuck.
And then starting a radio project. So this is what I think he's doing. He's going to try to start his own Netflix series, and he's going to start a podcast.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I know. So the funny thing is, like, he announced so he did start a movie studio, and they got like the licensing and all that stuff rolling last year sometime. So this might actually be the start of it. And what kind of production do you think Kojima would make of a show or a movie even?
What kind?
Yeah.
Do you mean would it be good or bad?
Yeah.
It's going to be bad. He's going to try really hard, and there's going to be some things to like about it, but it's not going to... I don't think it's going to be good.
My problem is nobody tells him no.
Also, it's going to be hard to understand. Have you tried to understand Metal Gear Solid? It's not easy.
No. It's not easy. But
we'll see.
We'll see. It's going to be like Death Stranding all over again, I think. And then he's going to get mad at Westerners for not understanding it. Even though his target audience is Westerners.
I would be so interested to know, like, do they have like an IGN of Japan? Like, could I just talk to somebody who, it's their job to play games over there? I want to know so badly.
I'm sure we can find something.
What people actually think of Hideo Kojima over there.
Yeah.
Because he's criticizing the Western audience, but isn't the Western audience like his main audience? That's my read on it. Yeah. I actually have no idea, though.
I think the Western audience is his main audience, honestly. Okay. Well, we'll see. I want to see. I now that we talked about the fucking reality show, that's all I want instead. I want a reality show with Hideo Kojima and his like entourage of people just constantly following him, and he's got
I do like the idea of a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I do like the idea of a podcast because it's like a little mini version of that because he's gonna say some shit. He's definitely gonna say some shit that like people don't like.
Yeah.
About, games or just someone he worked with or whatever. Like when you're free flowing fucking saying shit, sometimes you come out as a serial killer. And I can't wait for that moment for Hideo Kojima.
Was that your moment earlier as yours?
No. This is a fake scenario. I'm just talking about Hideo Kojima might have something like that. I don't know. This is just a random example I pulled out of a hat.
Your random example, okay. Not a throwback, possibly, to a situation that was earlier in the podcast?
Certainly not. No. Okay. I mean, it's like those
it's a whole
things
brand new, fresh
of,
idea.
Like, Ubisoft games where it's like, if this looks like real life, and if there's like a person that's sort of like real life, it's not that. Even if we intentionally made it that, it isn't that.
Does Ubisoft really have those in their games? It's been a while since
a lot
I've
of
actually
people do.
Ubisoft.
I don't know. Ubisoft actually has like the religious ones, the one that's like, oh, all sorts of creeds and colors of people made this game, and it's got different viewpoints. Other games, you've seen that before, right? Where they're like any depiction of. I think South Park has like a joke version of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway. It's like you can't sue us, basically. Like books and movies have it too.
Sue us.
Yeah. I know that we said it was John Travolta, but obviously that's a fictional character we created in this universe, not the John Travolta you're thinking of. I don't know why you would even make that fucking connection. Yes, he's an actor, and in mostly bad shit in this universe, like the John Travolta you know, but they're totally different characters. This one has a 7-inch, or wait, a 2-inch penis.
2-inch penis. Yeah, yeah. It's very important to elaborate.
That way he
on
can't argue it in court unless he wants to say he has a 2-inch penis. You've heard of that lawsuit, right?
No.
Oh, that's a real thing that happened. Somebody wrote like a character that they knew in real life in a book, and they gave him like a 2-inch penis so that they wouldn't argue it in court. I forget what the fuck it's called. Somebody will know. I don't know. It's a real thing.
Tell us what it is. Tell us what it is later. Okay, so I want to talk about this last story, and then we'll call it here, because this is the fucking tea that came out this like fucking week.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm sipping beer, but I'm ready for tea as well.
Yeah.
My gut can handle the difference of liquid, I think.
The liquid's difference mixing in your belly. Anyway, so Square Enix gets into bed with NFTs fucking hard. Like, hard. And I've talked to a couple people about this already, and there's been some speculation because, like, the devs do push back pretty hard at Square Enix against some of the things, like against the board of directors, and they've also been known to push against the president, which announced all of this stuff this year at the very
so what exactly did they announce? Because my skimming research I don't think it did enough
fair enough. So let me give you the rundown summary of this. At the first of the year, the president of Square Enix announced that the company would be shifting in a whole new direction of gaming. They talked about changes that COVID brought up in the world, bringing them to learn to coexist with COVID-19. And basically, that
was a weird line.
Yeah. So they basically coexist with COVID-19 and the new technology concepts. And he basically ranted for 4 pages about numerous opportunities to enrich people's life through digital entertainment. And it happened like a couple of weeks ago, but Square Enix started making connections and links recently with Epic Game Store, so you can activate Final Fantasy XIV over there now if you're playing it on Steam, and everybody's like, that's a little weird, but okay. Now it all makes fucking sense. If they're going to go the route of actually having and introducing NFT into all of their games and any potential future project that they work on, because that's all they want to focus on now is just NFT games and turning everything into NFT games. And the biggest start where you would do that is an MMO. And like
one thing I read in there was blockchain a lot and decentralized gaming,
if you actually,
which both mean the same thing to them according to their own definitions.
Yeah.
Which is there's an economy of market decided value.
Yes. So it's going to be
that.
Fucking insane.
We live in a market decided value system already, and we fucking hate it.
Yeah. A lot of people don't like it. And
what the fuck do you think is going to be different?
I don't know what they're thinking. It's like they fucking took crazy rocks and they just ate a bunch of crazy crack and they're just losing their fucking mind. So anyway, if they continue this route with all of their games, they won't be allowed on Steam. So that's why obviously they get into bed with Epic. And like I said, probably starting with their fucking MMO. And it's a huge... it's just so fucking stupid because they had this huge boon of player base to the point where their servers are still maxed and the queues are fucking insane still. Like, it's been months and they can't fucking handle it because of the goddamn demand of chips, which is being fucked right now because of the cryptocurrency market. Like, they're literally getting in bed with the thing that's fucking them over, and it's just so fucking like they're just eating crazy rocks, right? So
yeah,
like it's so fucking stupid that they're like now accepting this madness with open arms. And this is an actual quote from one of the paragraphs. This is how I can't honestly get over this. So this is an actual quote from one of the paragraphs. And he says, I realize that some people who play to have fun and who are currently the majority of players have voiced their reservations towards this new trends, and understandably so. However, I believe that there are a certain number of people whose motivation is to play to contribute, which
make our game for us? What the fuck?
Let me finish. It gets worse. By which I mean to help make the game more exciting. Traditional gaming has offered no explicit incentive to this latter group of people who are motivated strictly by such inconsequential personal feelings as goodwill and voluntary spirit. It's like yelling at the people who have supported you. It's like people on Twitch, the streamers that just crack and lose their fucking minds, and yelling at the people who support you playing the games.
Tear this apart.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah, go for it.
Name an Ubisoft game that is very moddable.
Honestly, I don't know.
Or Square Enix. Not all of Ubisoft.
I guess none?
They've been fucking those people who, quote unquote, want to contribute the entire fucking time.
Yeah. It honestly, they are fucking over like a huge portion of
what they want is those people to earn them fucking money.
Yeah. It's like people who's like, it's like this Twitch streamer, like I said, who's like, ugh, you're not subbed, you're just a viewer who's here every day and talks and interacts with chat, but you don't pay me. Yeah. These AAA companies recently are just acting like spoiled fucking children, and we continue to support this behavior.
Not good.
It's not good. It's my list of AAA companies that I will buy from now is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. It's fucking insane. I literally cannot believe that they're doing this. They're going this route. They're literally going to alienate possibly like at least 70% of their audience. Like, why would you do that?
Yeah. I imagine
go ahead.
That they will probably try this a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's gonna be like every game, because they say in there somewhere, I think toward the end, where they're like, we're sort of like splitting. You know, we have this part of the company and that part of the company. One that makes these kinds of games and this kind of game. I suspect that's how it'll go. And then when they realize
nobody's playing these games,
the thing is they're right. Some people do fucking want this.
Yeah,
is the problem. So that part will be fine, but hopefully we can just coast off those idiots.
Yeah.
And then more money can go towards the other side of gaming. I don't know. It's not good.
It's not good. It's just so fucking weird that you would not listen.
But it's like look how fast the stalker thing turned around. You know, like companies respond to overwhelming response, I guess.
Yeah, and like
Backlash.
Square Enix's like biggest target market isn't just necessarily Westerners. It's Japan. In Japan, like most like a lot of the stuff that I saw from like Japanese players and like people who buy games over there are very fucking angry at Square Enix. Very fucking angry. It's so fucking bizarre. Like how they're like, yeah, we know that you, most of you don't agree with this. However, we believe that to reward these other, it's like when they finally listen to the PvPers in an MMO and then make the whole game about fucking...
And then it goes horribly wrong.
Yeah.
Because they're like, wait, only 400 people are playing this? Where are all the hardcore PvP fans?
Yeah, we're the hardcore PvP
and it's like,
fans.
oh, they don't exist, actually.
Could you?
All right, they're just the ones that are most likely to create multiple accounts on a forum.
And just be toxic as fuck.
Because they are living PvP, okay? It is their universe versus everyone else's, and they're losing, and they know it.
Yeah. Oh,
desperate times.
it's so fucking stupid. I can't believe that they said it's like, yeah, we know you don't like this, but we're gonna do it anyway. Why would you fuck over your money? I don't
know. It's such a weird statement to put out too, because it's like, I guess maybe they're testing the waters, right? Like maybe this is the test. They're like, put that out there and see what happens. If that's true, I don't think I've seen enough backlash to it to be honest with you. I'm sure there is a lot, but I've not. It should have flooded my Twitter feed, and it did not.
It flooded mine.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
I mean, in a good or a bad way?
It was all over the place, and like it was trending for like a long time and stuff, and it's been trending off and on the past 3 days for me.
Okay, gotcha. Well, I don't know.
Well, I can't sleep, and so I just am constantly on Twitter when I can't sleep.
It's healthy.
It's so healthy. So healthy. So healthy. Anyway,
our stance remains no fucking thanks.
No fucking thanks. Fabulous. All right, that's it for the news. Comments, questions, concerns?
Do you want to buy this NFT of this fart I just let out?
I'll give you two rainbows. The
market value is set at whatever you offer, but then you have to consider it'll go up in price because you're going to resell it, so I'm actually going to triple the price. But it's a good deal for you because you can sell it to anyone you want. You could lie, you could make up a story. It doesn't matter. It's your NFT at that point, so...
It's my fart NFT.
No one can fudge it, so...
I mean, I don't even get it because it's evaporated into the air around you.
But it has a serial number.
Oh, right. And
yeah.
Since I'm anonymous through the blockchain stuff, and you're anonymous through the blockchain stuff, nobody will know.
But all your purchase
history
and your sell history is posted publicly, so it's actually not private.
It's posted publicly. However, you still remain anonymous because nobody knows who the fuck is who.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter what individual is behind it. People just read the trends and make decisions based off that. So,
you're right. You're right.
Yeah, I think this NFT is gonna work out for you.
I'll give you 4. I'll give you 4 rainbows for it.
Are those rainbows like barcoded? Or?
Yeah, they're barcoded.
I'll take them. Yeah.
Okay, I'll send them to you. Perfect. Also,
thank you.
Don't forget to go follow us on Twitch and Twitter at Ignore Backlog and EvilSpaceBunny and TheRealPortz on Twitch and Twitter.
That's me.
Yeah. Are you gonna stream again?
There. Absolutely, yeah.
You better fucking stream on Wednesday.
I have 2 things that need to arrive probably before I. Well, they don't need to arrive before I do, but my camera's fucking making me tear my goddamn hair out.
Yeah.
Because the Logitech is just.
They're trash. Yeah, I hate mine.
So I'm taking a chance.
Ooh.
The Elgato has a good one that people say looks amazing, but also it might have some freezing problems.
I heard that about their video card, or not their video card, their capture card, but I haven't had any issues with it. But I
haven't had issues with that. Yeah. So I feel like these things can be worked around. So hopefully it's all good. And then my headphones died, so I need more headphones.
Wait, how are you recording right now?
I'm Well, actually, it's Fabian's headphones that broke, so I'm using my headphones, but I'm going to give her these. She might not want them. Apparently, she doesn't like them, so I'm buying my own. She can use these or not and buy a new one. It doesn't matter. But yeah, that's the under the covers.
Under the covers with Portz. Beautiful.
I don't know what to call that. This is like weird housekeeping. That doesn't fucking matter to anyone. Housekeeping. Goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone.